All right, give me a moment here. Hi, Charles SirBookSage here. I am playing around with Restream for the first time. I think, like a lot of other people are apparently doing as well, as we look for different live streaming platforms to kind of play around with for our channels. So I am just trying to figure Restream out. And let me get rid of that. Pop back in here. Okay. Add my camera back in. There we go. Interesting. So I had added a photo, basically a picture, and the starting soon thing that I use on Streamlabs for desktop. And apparently there's a way to turn it off without kicking your entire camera out of the stream, which is what I just did a moment ago instead. So that's something I'll have to make a note on to figure out how to do. Oh, hold on. This will be fun. I got to put my camera settings back to Eterna. I was playing around with the Acros in Fuji's camera. I have a Fujifilm X-T3 for anyone interested in the tech stuff. And sometimes when I'm just testing things, I usually Eterna is my main setup like this. But sometimes I'll pop it over to Acros, one of the black and white simulations. And I like to see what it looks like there with settings dialed in as well. And sometimes I forget to put it back to Eterna. Huh. Look how different the color grading looks on the TV. Everything's blue over there. And that's just this live stream that you're seeing here. Huh. Doesn't look like that on my monitor. Anyway, I'm just playing around with this, just trying to see what it's like. We've got this chat here, which you can apparently add to the stream if you want, if you're daring enough to have people just saying what they want to say. Huh. So now, for those who care about YouTube-y stuff, sometimes when I do stream, I stream with Streamlabs Desktop. Sometimes I stream with StreamYard. StreamYard is very easy, very simple, cloud-based. You just go into your account, start a new stream, and you go. Now, both have their own limitations that can be frustrating. On Streamlabs, you can stream in 1080p for free, but it's a much more hands-on platform where you have to build out all these different scenes. You have to set everything up yourself. And I know there's a lot more I could do with it that I just haven't taken the time to dive into. But it has its limitations as well. And StreamYard, while you just press and go pretty much, the 720p on StreamYard doesn't look all that great. This is 720p in Restream. And to me, it looks better than the 720p on StreamYard. I don't know if it actually looks better to you, anyone watching this, but to me it looks better. But I have no idea. I'll see on the replay later. But this has a lot of similar features, but I like the layout. I like the GUI, if you will. I like the way it's set up. And this is apparently a brand new redesigned studio from Restream. They just updated this. So I guess I'm testing it out at the right time, because it would suck to connect to this a week ago or so, have all this stuff, and then connect to it today and everything's different. So I like that. I haven't seen the old version other than just on some people's videos when they're doing Restream tutorials and stuff. Huh. Okay. So hopefully this sounds good. One of the weird things about some of these cloud-based stuff is the microphones. And let me go in. Right now, when I go to the audio, it's my Blue Yeti Pro. I have echo cancellation and noise suppression. They're on by default. And I noticed when I had some of those on by default in StreamYard, it would really kind of mess with the audio sometimes. So I'm now going to turn echo cancellation and noise suppression off. And again, I won't know the difference until I watch this on a replay. So, okay, echo cancellation and noise suppression on the microphone, the Blue Yeti Pro in Restream are now both off. No idea. Okay, no idea if it sounds any different to the end user, the person listening on the other end. No clue. And again, I won't know until I do a replay and I listen to this back later to see what it looks like, what it sounds like. Again, this is just me fiddling around. This is not my normal content on this channel. I have another channel that I usually just use to watch videos that aren't sort of in this sort of sphere with, you know, sci-fi, fantasy and everything, like where I watch like reaction channels and like photography and camera gear stuff. So sometimes I'll play around just live streaming over there just to kind of do stuff like this, fiddle around. But I figured why not just do it on the main channel? Since I have been absent for quite a while, got sidetracked, nothing bad, all good stuff. Ended up going down a Clone Wars, Star Wars Clone Wars rabbit hole, like revisiting a whole bunch of Clone Wars stuff, which ended up taking like 3 or 4 months of my time. Not planned, but just happened. Did catch up on some Star Wars books that I've been meaning to read for quite a long time. Okay, I don't know what else. Okay. Oh, don't want that. How do I? Okay, that's better. Okay, there seems to be different, like 3 different sizes, full frame. And then you go to this one where, because it's still just me, it's almost full frame. And then this one, which is down on the scenes you have down below, this is a side by side. So if there was a guest on, we would be next to each other. We would be here and here next to each other on the screen, like you usually see when there's 2 people. So, not bad. Oh, let me turn that off. Let me bring this back up. One thing I like about this in terms of the free version, their little logo up here is pretty nondescript. It just sits up there. I was looking at EV Mux as another alternative, and that one, their logo is like spins around and bounces on the screen, and that was a bit much. And I think for me, the biggest like deal breaker for the free version of EV Mux was their live streams have a 2-hour limit when you have the free plan. You can only stream, your live streams can't be longer than 2 hours, which is a deal breaker for me. Even though I don't live stream a lot, something I want to be doing more of. I want to get to where I have like a same day and time once a week kind of thing. But when I do live stream, it's usually in relation to like Wheel of Time episodes or sometimes Rings of Power. And some of those have gone long. I know I have some Wheel of Time live streams that are probably around the 3-hour mark. So I don't want that limitation that, though I'll rarely hit it, I don't want that there. And now that kind of, between that and the logo just being way too obnoxious, bouncing around, EV Mux kind of got eliminated for now. So I'm taking a look at Restream, just looking at different options. I know because StreamYard, the owner sold it. There's a new company that owns it, and they've been making a lot of changes, and the paid plans have gone up significantly in cost. So it has a lot of people like going out and looking at a lot of streaming alternatives. And particularly if you're on Mac, everyone seems to be on Ecamm Live. But here on Windows, there's a bunch of different things. Restream being one of them, Streamlabs. If you want to be super professional, I think it's vMix. But that's like Pro Studio stuff, I think. All right. I don't know. Go to my live tab here. I mean, overall, this seems pretty straightforward. Again, right now, as a reminder, the echo cancellation and noise suppression or noise cancellation on the microphone are turned off. That's one of the things that I like about Streamlabs is it's not just an on or off feature. You can add the kind of like mic settings you want. You can add a compressor. You can add noise cancellation, but you can dial those in to what degree you want them. On a lot of these cloud-based, website-based streaming software, it's either on or off. I haven't seen any way to tweak how much you want it on, or it's either on or off, and that's it. Which I think on StreamYard causes a bit of a problem because their noise cancellation, or whichever one it is, can really go a little overboard sometimes. So I don't know how it is here. So since I've had it off for a bit, I'm going to bring my mic settings back up. I'm going to turn echo cancellation on, but leave noise suppression off. So I feel like I'm at work doing IT testing because I'm an IT guy, and it's always testing through different things, and you got to try out each setting independently. And if something's not working, one at a time, then back off to figure out where the problem is. So, but overall, this seems pretty straightforward. You can do presentations, screen share. I don't really have anything to share. But let me just try screen share just to see what it does. All right. So let me come here. Oh, no, don't want that. Screen share. Okay, so you should see my SirBookSage channel. That's weird, because it actually jumped me over to that tab. Oh, all right, let's play around. Can I do this? Okay. Okay, that doesn't really do much. Oh, okay. Huh. So what happens if I stop screen sharing? Oh, okay, it defaults right back to this. Interesting. Okay, that's not bad. I don't have any. No, I don't want to do that. Nope. Cancel. Oh, you can do extra cameras. Not that I have an extra camera, but that's pretty interesting that you can actually have more than one camera if you have multiple set up in the free version. That's, I think, pretty rare. Okay. Again, just getting the hang of this here. But overall, it seems pretty cool. Let me type a hello. And let's pop it up on the overlay. This is something I saw. I was watching the replay of, I think it's Evie. She was doing a Restream live stream. Was that yesterday? It was either yesterday or this morning. I can't remember. And that's one thing she noticed, is that the chat is in the opposite direction when you display it on the screen. The newest chat message will be at the top instead of on the bottom, like we're generally used to with a live chat in YouTube. And I imagine the live chat over here probably runs so the newer stuff is on the bottom, but it displays in the opposite direction. And I don't know if there is an option for the chat to switch that, where you can control which way it shows. But pretty cool. But I'm going to take the overlay off. Host. So overall, I mean, these cloud-based live stream platforms are pretty simple. There's not a lot really to test here. The biggest thing is, again, the video. How does the video look? How does the microphone sound? Again, this is the Fujifilm X-T3. It's Samyang 12mm f2 lens. It's a manual focus lens that I kind of have dialed in. Set at f2 for those who do camera stuff, and the Blue Yeti Pro microphone. And let me go back into the microphone settings, and I'm going to turn noise suppression on, and I'm going to turn echo cancellation off. So we started out with echo cancellation and noise suppression both on for a minute or two, and I turned both off for a while, and then I just had echo cancellation on by itself, and now I have only noise suppression on by itself, just to see if there's any difference in how the audio sounds. And again, I'm not going to know any of these results until I'm done with the stream and I do a playback and listen to it myself. Let's pop up. Interesting. Since that's mine, it doesn't say the name up top, since it's my own little chat. So imagine if someone else were to put a message in, if I displayed it, it would probably show their handle and then their message. That would be my guess. Because like if I show this is like a one that's built in, this like chat, this little message that's just there for you to test with. So, and that shows the handle and the message. So I would imagine it would be the same for anyone else. But what is cool is you can customize at least the colors that you use. So when you have your little banner, you can like set whatever, if you have a brand color, you can set that there, which is nice. StreamYard lets you do the same thing. But I pretty much think that probably is about all I need to test. There's some music, just like 3 different like free like little bits of music you can play. There's a bunch more, but they're the paid platforms. You're going to have all those. And I imagine you could probably upload if you have, I imagine that's probably paid version as well. Oops, let me see. Yeah, custom music, you need to, oh no, you actually can. Huh. Even on the free version, you can upload custom music, which is actually surprising. I wasn't expecting that. Anyway, that's enough of that little music. QR codes, don't have those. Captions. Okay. Where does that go? Okay, so the caption takes away your channel name, which is fine. Okay, cool. And a ticker. Let's see, can you add your own ticker in the free version? Let's see. Yes, you can. Cool. Again, not surprising. This is something I think the other ones can do on their free versions as well. Okay, so I have been going for, let me hide that, about, it says 22 minutes. So I think I probably have enough information here. Let me go back into audio and put echo back on. Not you, echo, not you. So now I have both the suppression and cancellation turned back on, which is the default for, and that's how it was when the stream started as well. So just basically coming full circle back around to just, again, one of the main reasons for this test is to test to see how the video looks, because this is only 720 like StreamYard, but at least to me, it looks better than StreamYard 720. I don't know if it actually is. I won't know until I actually do a playback, but at least in the sort of Restream window where I can see my video, it looks pretty good for 720. It doesn't look as good on the television, but that's a television. That's a much bigger screen. So we'll see. We'll see when I do the playback here. And but the other big thing really is the audio and how Restream handles microphones, particularly, like I said, with their default settings on, off, and one of them on and off at a time. So I think I've covered all my bases. And so I am going to wrap this up and then let YouTube do its little thing. And then I'm going to just replay it and check it out. So, but so far, there's a lot I like. Very simple, pretty easy. I like the customization options it has. And so this is a strong possibility for something that might become my main, like, streaming software or whatever platform to use. We'll see. I like what I see so far. And now here's the fun part, figuring out how to end the stream. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this. Let me upload an image. All right. And let's pop some music back on. Looking at the TV to see what the delay is. Okay. All right. That's not too bad. And with that, Thank you to anyone who may have popped in here, even for a minute. Thank you to anyone who might watch this on the replay. If you do watch it, if you have any feedback in terms of how it just visually looks or how the microphone sounds, all feedback is appreciated. And with that, I'm going to end the stream now. Thank you.